Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam literasi. Perkenalkan, nama saya Muhammad Rangga Permana dari SMP Al-Wafa Boarding School Ciwidey. Hari ini saya akan menceritakan sebuah cerita yang saya baca dari sebuah buku yang berjudul Muhammad Al-Fatih Perang Varna. Muhammad Al-Fatih, The War of Varna. Authors Henry Satria and Saif Muhammad Isa. Publisher Salsabila. Constantinople, the former name of the city of Istanbul in Turkey. The city has a long and important history as a center of empire, trade, and culture, and is known for its strategic location connecting Europe and Asia. Sultan Bayezid I, the Sultan who first planned the conquest of Constantinople, was known for his aggressive military tactics and was nicknamed Yildirim, or the Thunderbolt, for his swift and decisive attack on enemies. Thanks to his brilliant planning and tenacity, he nearly succeeded in conquering Constantinople, but was thwarted by his closest cousins, the Mongols, led by Timur-Lenk. With Timur-Lenk's primary objective being Ankara, Sultan Bayezid I divided his force. As a result of this unexpected turn of events, the Muslims were defeated, and Sultan Bayezid I was imprisoned and died in Tamerlane prison. Ultimately, his dream of conquering Constantinople was passed down to subsequent generations. One day in Endor, the capital of the Ottoman Empire, on March 30, 1430, Sultan Murad II was in his palace, anxiously waiting the imminent birth of his third son. Only the Quran could soothe his anxiety. He was reciting Surah Al-Fat, verse 21, when he was struck down. This verse contains Allah's promise of victory for the Muslims, and his then he knew that his son had just been born. Therefore, he named his son Mehmed. He was also confident that his son would eventually fulfill the hope of conquering Constantinople, especially after his own failure. Mehmed grew up to be a diligent and persistent child. From childhood, he trained himself in science, swordsmanship, and arts. One day, he became suspicious of a servant who turned out to be an intruder. Despite summoning the guards, the intruder managed to escape. Shortly thereafter, the palace was rocked by tragic news. Shahzad Ahmed, Mehmed's eldest brother, has been poisoned. A few years later, another brother, Ali, was killed before his eyes while practicing swordsmanship. The death of both brothers left a deep scar. Now, Mehmed realized he must forge his own path without a brother, without a protector. Only his own determination guided him forward. In 1444, Sultan Murad II handed over power to Mehmed. This sent shockwaves through the palace and surrounding region. King Vladislaus, upon hearing the news, was convinced that Sultan Murad II has made a mistake in handing over leadership to his relatively young son. He immediately convened a meeting with Pope Eugene IV to formulate a war with the Ottomans. Despite his anxiety, Sultan Mehmed remained confident that if God willed it, the Muslim would prevail this time. He immediately discussed war strategy with his father and right-hand man, Zaganos Pasha. November 1444, the battle finally broke out at Varna, eastern Bulgaria. The Muslim cry of Tabir, God will, was so loud, it overpowered the echo of swords and shout of the other soldiers. Ultimately, the Muslim won the battle. With their victory, Mehmed's goal of realizing his ancestor dream of conquering Constantinople came one step closer. The story of Muhammad Al-Fatih, the War of Varna, teaches that great dreams require determination, steadfastness, and courage. True leadership is born from trials, and victory is achieved through effort, strategy, and faith in God. Sekian dari saya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.